always has this curiosity why we think ourselves as the epic center of other people's attention, why we form ourselves as the center in terms of that everyone looking at you, everyone is talking about you. And what's the psychology that makes us fear to go on a stage and be the epic center there on a stage? And I have been a very underconfident girl in terms of going on a stage even to receive my award, for which I worked very hard and for which I really put my heart out to make this happen, that someday I'll get this academic, this co-curricular activity award. But at the moment when there is the time to go on stage and have a cheerful victory there, I really terrified to go on stage and receive that award. Because when I dig deeper to it, I really feel that we take ourselves so seriously that we forget that it is not everything about me. It is about everything and anything. Means all the people standing there in that room, in that school, in that college deserve something or the other, and they are worthy something or the other. Then you are also one of them who deserve something, who do not deserve the other thing. Now here I always have this very insecurity within me for the things that I watch very beautiful handsome man coming on stage and speaking with confidence. I do think that I do not fit in there to speak about public speaking, to speak about communication skills, and I do think they deserve well because they have very confidence to speak there, to be the epic center on the stage. And till today, when I have been learning communication skills, public speakings for a very long time, I even participated in debates to improve my communication. I even participate in my class discussion in college. But there is this very thin line which I can observe and express here to you, is there is a very thin line to have a very theoretical knowledge and to make it happen in reality. There is a thin line, and this thin line is confidence. If you think that you are very good with this theory, maybe of you know everything about communication skills, public speaking, you know everything about technology, internet, but when you are going on stage and presenting there is a very thin line of being confidence. And what I have observed is, when you are in a stage, you are thinking about yourself only. How are you looking? Is you are beating the expectations of the people around you or the people listening to you? Are you handsome or beautiful enough to be there on a stage? These are very minute and little things that are underestimated but really affects your confidence. You cannot do anything about your look except your dress, the way you present yourself in terms of your communication, in terms of your body gesture. But you can hardly do anything about the way your face is, the way your body is, made up. Either you are too tall, either you are too short, either you have dark skin color or a brighter, or you are white. There is always a insecurity around me, especially I can feel it even now to speak here, that what if people judges me? But I do know the bitter truth is I do judge people before even they judge me. I do judge myself. I do judge. Therefore, whenever you and I are there on a stage, we do judge ourselves that you are not worthy enough to be here, mainly because you are not feeling ready. And the harsh reality is that you will never feel that you are ready to do anything. And for today, if I have to express it here. For today, the challenge for me is, as I have learned basic of communication skill, I really want to teach and help people, those who are very nervous to communicate their thought, even to 4 5 people. I really want to help them. But there is a very challenge that I'm facing, which is really a psychological barrier, I would say. And this is, how do I approach people? I do not feel confident to approach people or to ask them whether they want to learn from me. Can I help them or can they help me? And इस पॉइंट पे मुझे एक कोट याद आता है बाय कुणाल शाह, that you have to be shameless, a little shameless, to build something big. And I highly recommend you as well, as I am learning this, that be a little shameless, because don't be too attached to yourself, and don't always have in your mind me and me. Try to think of your audience, what they really want, what their problem is, what their actual need is, what kind of background and community they have, so that you can communicate to them with a very lot more clarity and with a good thought process between you and them. That was my inner thought process and reality to being vulnerable about something, that is to be the epic center on stage, is very terrified for me. And I want to break this barrier. This is really a psychological barrier, and I want to really break it. That's why I'm using this platform, YouTube, to really take the smallest step towards it, to break the barriers, to break the psychological barriers. You can start to with small steps, and let's see where we will go and what we will build. For today, I hope you got some clarity that we all have insecurities, we all have different fears. Maybe you are very confident to speak in public, but you are afraid to be alone. That's another genre to be insecure, to be afraid of. For today, that's all. I hope you get to learn something about me, something about our psychology, and the basics, what we as human being feels. For today, that was it, and bye.